Hi, I chose to do my commemorative speech on a motivational speaker whose name is Zig Ziglar. So, growing up, to give you a little background, growing up I had a relatively low self-esteem. I missed out, I feel like, on a lot of great opportunities because the view on myself was incredibly low. Well, cut back 3 years ago, I'm working nights cleaning apartments or cleaning office spaces as a janitor. And while I'm sitting there, I decide, you know what, maybe I can do something to change my low self-esteem. So I decided to look up motivational speakers. And top of the list, A quality, was Zig Ziglar. And as I started listening to Zig Ziglar, once I got past his kind of annoying Southern accent, Mississippi accent, I grew to really like him and really admire him and had him as a really big comforting part of my life. And I was able to effectively change my outlook on life and turn a new leaf just by listening to him a few hours a day. So, three things that I think that he does a really good job of is he's able to use metaphors that create a great story and help outline what he's trying to say really well. And the other thing I think he does is he provides great humor, which keeps me entertained, a lot of other people entertained as they're listening to him. And the third thing he does that helps really establish his credibility is the amount of data that he uses and just the fact of how much he goes through to get his stuff verified. So I think that he does a really good job, first off, of using great metaphors. One metaphor that I've particularly liked as he talks about success and how you can be at the top is, quote, "If you see a turtle on a fence post, you can rest assured that sucker didn't get there by himself," end quote. I think that's a really great metaphor. I think that he uses it and it helps really elaborate the points that he's trying to make as far as being successful isn't something you can do on your own. It requires you working with others. The second thing that he does really well to make his speeches and his motivational talks really inspiring is he uses great humor. As he's going through his talks, he's able to incorporate stories and often metaphors that create a good chuckle and really gets, as he says, the endorphins, the serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine going, which really gets his audience excited and entertained. The third thing I think that Zig Ziglar does really well is he uses concrete data that is backed psychologically, physiologically, spiritually, and it's all ethically sound. So what's really good about him is anything he says has been validated by all fields because that's something that he really values is having a good credibility by passing off all those areas so that way he's not passing off something that's false. So in conclusion, by listening to Zig Ziglar regularly, I was effectively able to change my outlook on life and inspired me to be a better person, to be a role model for others. And to end with a quote here, I think one thing that really stands out to me is this quote from him, which says, quote, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am engineered for success, and I am endowed with the seeds of greatness." So I think these are something that can really inspire somebody and can make a really positive outlook for somebody in their life. And so that's why I chose to commemorate Zig Ziglar, because of the tremendous positive impact that he's had on my life in the past and going forward.